5 boaters found clinging to a cooler in Lake Erie are rescued by a Coast Guard helicopter crew. Associated Press. The Coast Guard came to the rescue of 5 people who were clinging to a cooler in Lake Erie after T.Air boat was swamped by a wave far off the Ohio coast, authorities said. The 22-foot boat was about 10 miles off the coast of Ashtabula on Saturday when it was hit, a Coast Guard spokesman said. The helicopter crew soon hoisted up the 5 victims, who were not injured, and took them to Northia St. Ohio Regional Airport in Jefferson, Ohio. Below are your comments. Most people associate rogue waves with oceans. I had a boat on Lake Erie for 13 years. My family and I were perch fishing in the South Strait, which is between the Catawba Peninsula and South Base Island. There were about 8 boats fishing there, and we were hit by a single wave that almost capsized several smaller boats. Lake Erie can be vicious when it wants to be. Call me crazy, but I always wear a life jacket when in a small boat. It's a must. I have a very comfortable one that looks more like a vest, but it works great and I forget I'm wearing it. As a boat owner, I also made sure everyone in the boat was wearing a vest as well. It's one thing when we're stopped and swimming, but when underway, a life vest is mandatory. That's so what the Coast Guard says and rangers on patrol. While shopping in a food store, 2 nuns happened to pass by the beer cooler. One nun said to the other, "Wouldn't a nice cool beer or 2 taste wonderful on a hot summer evening?" The second nun answered, "Indeed it would, sister, but I wouldn't feel comfortable buying beer as I am certain that it would cause a scene at the checkout counter. I can handle 00." The cashier had a surprised look on his face when the 2 nuns arrived with a 6-pack of beer. "We use beer for washing our hair," the nun said, "a shampoo, of sorts, if you will." 00. Without blinking an eye, the cashier reached under the counter, pulled out a package of pretzel stick KS and placed them in the bag with the beer. 00. He then looked the nun straight in the eye, smiled and said, "The curlers are on the house. Have a fantastic day." Weird cadence to this article. Everyone was rescued unharmed. Except for the person who died and the person who is missing. Lake Erie is the most shallow of all the Great Lakes, and that appears to add to the wave size. I've been out there with 5-footers. Not fun in a 19-foot boat at all. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.